All right, back out here again. I appreciate all the comments about trying to help me get this little adapter out. We're at the field again. I had a 24 hours of work to think about what I want to do, listen to your comments, and at the last second I decided to research this to see if this is a common thing, and honestly it actually is a common thing. There's quite a few threads about how to get these little adapters out when they get stuck into your spark plug hole. So a lot of the comments were awesome, gave me some great ideas. Some of them weren't too feasible, others you could probably get it to work. Anyway, here's my solution I decided to come up with, and that's from watching some other videos, nothing I came up with on my own. The initial thought, well, let me back up a little bit. Here's my initial thought. Here's what I was going to do. I have this huge bolt I found that would actually match the same threads that were on here. Actually, they're not perfect match, but this will actually turn on here maybe a turn and a half to 2 turns. I was going to put this bolt down into the head, screw into the adapter, but I was going to put some a small drop of this high strength Loctite in there first. Let that dry for 24 hours. Then I could put some type of socket on this, twist it out, and the adapter hopefully would come out of the spark plug hole. But after reading a comment and watching some videos, some people are using just a plain flat screwdriver with a long neck on it. This is an 8-inch neck. I went out to Harbor Freight this morning, got this for $2, and just to try to see how well I could wedge this guy in this other adapter, and it seemed to wedge in pretty nice. Some people are tapering the edges of these guys, getting a file or a grinder, tapering this in so it really seats in there nicely, so you can just turn this right out. I'm going to try this method. All right, see if I can get this somewhat of a nightmare over with here. Another concern I have, and I'll talk as I'm working here, another concern I have is the engine was pretty darn warm when I put that in there, and now it's a lot cooler than what it was. So it might be wedged in there a little bit more than I'd like it to be. Let me see how well this screwdriver will fit down in there, just like it is. Not bad actually. Let's see what, don't really want to, I may just tap up my hand here just a little bit, like that. See if I can twist it out. I don't think I'm doing anything. I'm probably not in there enough. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, it's coming out. I didn't do hardly anything. In fact, I have a feeling, in fact, I might have been able to put my my tester back on it and unscrewed it out. I didn't really tap on it. It didn't really go anywhere when I tapped it, but I'm going to screw it out of the hole, but then now I got to try to retrieve it, and I'm hoping that won't be such a big deal. Let me make sure I am still screwing that out. Yeah, it's coming out. In fact, it's out now. It's loose. See if I can raise it. Nah, I can't get it up there. Shoot. That was a non-issue. I made a big deal out of nothing, but let me get my little grabbers real quick. Nevertheless, because man, it wasn't coming out the other day. See if I can grab it with these guys. I may not be able to. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Put it in there, spread the guys out. There it is. There's a little devil right there. And I don't think I even messed it up, honestly. In fact, I didn't even mess it up. It came right out with that screwdriver. Not a big deal at all. Let's put this thing back together. Thanks for all your suggestions again. And there is something else I do need to mention. All right, something I wanted to talk about was a compression tester I had got from Harbor Freight. When I was doing this research on my adapter, I started researching a little bit more about that compression tester I got, because I'd mentioned very briefly in the last video that I'd done this test before on all cylinders, and I got about 120 psi, and that was evenly throughout all the cylinders. They all about 120. And at the time I thought that was normal, and as I went back home I started realizing, oh shoot, I'm supposed to get like, I don't know, maybe 160 to 200 plus something, low 200s. And so I got a little concerned about that. I was like, oh shoot, I need to come back out here and redo this test. And what I did when I did that test, the engine was warmed. That's not a factor. I only used one battery as opposed to, when you start this airplane, typically you use 2 batteries. I only used one battery. It was fully charged. But I did one battery. I was just going to do, you know, 2 compressions on this cylinder on one battery, and then use the second battery for this one and this one. And I thought maybe that was a factor in getting such low readings. So I wanted to come back out here and do it again. So I went back up, flew, did this one, got my adapter stuck, and that was it. So thank you guys for the comments on this to get this out. And that screwdriver, again, it felt like it was barely even in there now. But anyway, the compressions. I got like 130 on this one, on that last test I did. And I didn't even do the others yet. The airplane's cold right now. But that compression tester, it got a lot of negative comments about it. In fact, one guy did a demonstration on his car where on that particular tester, he got like maybe 60, 70 almost PSI lower than what, then he had another, I wouldn't even say it a good one, but one he bought from auto parts store for like 20 bucks. He put that one on it, and again, he read normal back into where he wanted it. But again, 50 or 60 PSI higher than what the Harbor Freight one was showing on his compressions. So I'm not overly concerned. I will get another compression tester and test these out again. And but since they're all about even, around 120, again 130 maybe, I again didn't test the others out, but they're all pretty much the same. So I'm not overly concerned. The engine runs wonderful. Nothing wrong with that at all. It doesn't miss a beat. It has plenty of power still. Nothing wrong with the engine at all. I just wanted to, for my own giggles, just wanted to see what the compressions were doing. And I will do that again, but not right now. Today's December 21st. I'm going to fly like crazy. I work one more 24-hour shift and I'm off a lot next week. And I'm going to fly as much as I possibly can. So I'll keep an eye on the oil levels. I haven't flown enough to really determine where I'm at with that since I sealed up some of the engine parts and stuff. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on that. And Merry Christmas. God bless. Spend time with your family, friends. Have a good time, guys. Be safe. See ya.